Rome wasn't built in a day. But these two guys, they could have done it in a week. This is the Cloudwall Podcast. Sam Landers, Mark Stewart, Cloudwall.
No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Unless we're talking about yo mama.
Ow!
But, so I'm starting a new pod. So let's get into this. Okay, I want to talk about that.
There we go.
My life sucks now, dude.
Give me one more scooch that way.
Okay.
Towards Max. Right there.
You
And the Max, can you fit?
I'm insecure about this shirt.
No, the shirt's extremely cool.
Okay, cool.
All right, I was wrong. You can come back towards
Joe,
me.
you're good.
I was wrong.
By the way,
Get it
I'm
closer.
now boyfriend, girlfriend with
What?
teacher girl.
No way.
Yeah.
The teacher girl?
That's amazing. That I bailed on.
No, I was going to open with your love life, and I'm glad that we got to do that.
Well, look, my love life's a shit show. It's fucked from day one.
Hope your girlfriend's not watching this.
But I have a beautiful lady on my side.
That's great.
That's amazing. She's your girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend.
Do you love her?
I have a girlfriend and she's Jewish.
So is that to answer, do you love her or not? It's like, I would, but I can't. It's against my religion.
Look, she's Jewish. She lives in Palos Verdes on a beautiful mountain. And I just escape. I leave LA. I leave my worries and I travel for an hour. And I go up a beautiful mountain. And then on the tippy top of this mountain is this house of a rich Jewish man. And that rich Jewish man has a daughter.
Beautiful. Did you have to like defeat a dragon to get up there or something?
Yeah. And I have to sneak through the sneaky Jew's house and fuck his daughter.
It's guarded by
And I did that.
Palestinians. You have to slay. Yeah. You have to slay.
And I did that so many times. I was like, I guess you're my girlfriend now. So
Damn.
yeah, I do, and she's cool, and you know, I've never worn pants like this, and I've never worn a shirt like this, and this is very like guy gets a girlfriend for 1 week, and you go to a thrift shop.
Yeah, I was gonna make fun of you
look
walking
good,
in.
though.
You look.
you.
It is kind of cracking me up. You ever since you got the Comedy Store gig, you're kind of like I can tell you're experimenting with.
I
your
am
look.
experimenting.
You totally are trying new stuff.
This is an experiment. I want to go like baggy pants, and these are baggy than my other ones, but like I'm trying to be like a cool LA guy, and I'm
Like a soft boy, kind of is what you're going for a little bit.
kind of soft boy. But I was talking to name drop. He's super famous, Dan Donahue. He's the dish guy on Instagram.
Shout out.
He's so intimidating.
He's very nice. Anyway, he was saying, dude, you don't have to like try to dress more artsy. What's cool about you is that you look like this guy from Iowa,
Yes.
but you secretly are artsy.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
So don't try to
Right.
dress artsy.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got
him
this
find that
yesterday.
out.
Yeah, let him find it out.
Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of fuck with that too. But, you know, I'm just figuring out my life, man, and it's an honor to be here with you guys. And
That's awesome.
I can
We're
never
so glad
vape
you're
at the
here.
Comedy Store pod in this fucking
They
room.
didn't let you
allowed
vape in there.
No, we were, but like, you know.
It's frowned.
It wasn't frowned upon. But
Oh, I didn't know that.
I never brought a vape. I just kind of started vaping. Maybe if the pod ever comes back, I'll fucking start vaping my thing.
I don't. Is it a rule?
I'll be
that
like,
we
things have changed, bitch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
can't- Is it a rule that you can't vape?
No, it's
just-
not a rule. Nobody gives a fuck.
Well, it's like like if I was in a play, I would never vape in the green room. You know
I
what I
would
mean?
never vape on stage while I'm
Yeah.
playing fucking
People do though, right?
Alan Hammerschmidt. I don't fucking know. I can't even think of one guy to play. I can't think of one character.
I was going to say Edward
You
Scissorhands.
can't vape in Hamilton. That is a rule. They won't let you do that.
I know, it's fucking gay.
That's why I hate that fucking play. Lack of vaping. You know what's funny? Y'all are similar in ways that y'all don't know.
Like what?
Well, y'all are both sober,
Sober.
Period.
and you both cling tirelessly to your sober things that you're allowed to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're all
Yeah.
about the things that are
Yeah.
allowed in AA.
Yeah. I vape my dick off. I drink coffee. I've been getting on this banana latte grind. I'm like a little 8-year-old girl when I go to the fucking
Ooh, a
coffee
banana
shop.
latte.
Yes.
Dude, there's this place near my house, Eyes Peeled.
It's just so Max. Max is always some gung-ho on some new liquid he found.
Listen to this shit. Eyes Peeled, Culver City. If you ever go to Culver City, go to Eyes Peeled, get the banana latte. It's fucking dank as fuck. It tastes like a fucking milkshake.
Okay, that sounds
That's
fantastic.
sick. Okay, cool.
Well,
Yeah.
see, me and Max were actually talking about this conundrum recently. Sometimes I don't want a milkshake. Sometimes I'm pre-shift.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And I want something light just to make me feel like it's given me enough nutrients to get through the day, but
You know-
not to weigh me down.
Dude,
Not to take your words.
It's okay.
Are we talking protein shake or just a milkshake in the
We're,
morning?
Here's what,
if we're talking morning milkshakes, I want something light. Strawberry.
I'm gonna go with vanilla.
I'm kidding. We're talking about like when you go and you get like a protein style shake before, like a smoothie.
Like
is
I'll
a
go to
better
this
word.
place, my pre-shift meal. I work at Barney's.
Yeah.
And I'll get it's a milkshake, but it's a smoothie. You know what I mean? With banana, almond milk, collagen. It's called the Elixir of Life smoothie. There's blueberries in it.
You really are. Do they put a little whey in there? Whey protein?
No, I could ask though. Maybe I will.
You
ask.
gotta get a scoop of the whey protein, then I get fucking horny for it.
Max.
Do you really?
Totally.
Boost your libido?
My libido goes up, my cortisol's solid, and I'm start
Okay,
bogging left and right.
I might ask them to throw in some whey.
Yeah, throw in
because they
some
know
whey.
my order now. Like every time I go in, they're like the usual, and I'm like the usual with almond milk though. Because if I do regular milk, then it tastes like a milkshake and it weighs me down. But I'm cruising with almond milk.
What's interesting is you guys talk about this thing of like weighing you down.
Yes.
I've never once experienced this in my life.
You're
People
too
are
strong.
like, I can't
That's sick.
eat a chili dog and Buffalo Wild Wings before I go on stage, or I'll have a bad set.
Yeah.
That's never even occurred to me. Like I eat like a fucking garbage can.
No, of course.
Yesterday I ate Comedy Store pizza, In-N-Out, and a big ass fucking protein bowl of sweet green, and I was just like crushing left
And you're
right.
cruising.
And bro, there's a sick ass smoothie truck at fucking Gold's Gym, and every day I give them $15, and they give me the biggest fucking milkshake I've
That's
ever
awesome.
seen
Yeah.
with protein. It's called the Choco Smoothie. I pronounce it wrong, but I don't respect that culture. No, I'm kidding. Chaka. Anyway, I crushed the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it's because that's what you were like built on. Do you know what I mean? I feel
Yes.
like you would feel way down if you had like a reasonable meal. Do you know what I mean? If you had like a protein and some like vegetables and like rice, you'd be like, I need that extra pepperoni to get me. You know what I mean? I need
Totally.
like because I don't know. You're just like this American-made man. Do you know
I
what I mean?
just sprinkle protein on like a salad.
Exactly. You need whatever like bullshit they're putting like at the GMOs they're putting in there. You need that. That's what your body's become accustomed to.
It's very accustomed to it, dude.
Well, you probably could handle anything. Like it's like you could eat a bunch of candy, and it's just like how NBA players will eat like candy and like whatever, or NFL players.
And I forgot to say, this week we have Sir Duncan the Tall on the podcast.
What's up, fam? So Duncan.
Yo, you do look like
Doesn't he
that
look
dude.
just like him?
I
You get
look
that all
like
the
that
time. No, he's my good friend Mikey McDonald. He's a very funny comic.
Anyway,
Michael McDonald.
hold on, bro. Back to that. 2 nights
Come on,
ago,
okay. You got it. Come on, brother. Come on.
2 nights ago, I'm just like I'm not even hungry, but I want to go into 7-Eleven. You know, it's
Yeah,
one of
of
those
course.
things. So I just like
Every night.
just go to 7-Eleven, and I get the biggest ass fucking Reese's Pieces. Not Reese's Pieces, Reese's.
He's
but
a
it's one of the
connoisseur
ones
of
that
fine
are-
treats.
They're the ones that are like Kit Kats, but they're like really long.
You
Reese's.
found your soulmate.
Oh
here.
yes, of course. You know what
are
I had
dank.
last night?
And Skittles.
I had the big cup with the Reese's Pieces in it.
Let's go. This is awesome.
We
is
are
what he's
three
doing
big
different.
boys on this pod right now. You know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Dude, if you drink, you're kind of gay because you don't eat as many Reese's as we do.
Yo, dude.
So you're saying you're less gay because you eat sweet, delicious treats?
Yeah.
That's right.
For sure. It's kinda
No,
what
I
I'm
get
saying
drunk
over
and
here.
thinking about fucking Max every night. It's the least gay thing you can do. I just caress the wall that separates us and I lick it and smell it.
See that?
How much of a bummer? I've brought this up before. Can you imagine what a bummer it would be? And so, if you're any of my viewers that are in the closet out there, stay in there because can you imagine what a bummer if you're like your best friend was just in love with you the whole time and he came out to you and said that? I'm so sorry.
That would.
It would be like, dude,
God damn
no,
it, dude.
It'd
You've
be very
wrecked
awkward.
this. You've
I had-
wrecked
Very
this.
awkward.
In college, I had a friend that was like a quarterback of his high school and told me that he had a crush on me. And he was like coming out of the closet.
Whoa.
And we couldn't really be friends after that. Like,
Wow.
just because he was like, I'm in love with you. We were like hanging. We'd go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Like he was like a friend, you know. You know, in like your like freshman year, you'd like become friends with.
Fuck.
You would fuck. everybody.
We practiced kissing, practiced blowing. We
practiced kissing.
But we were kids exploring.
First off, I just want to say, like, if I was a gay man, I don't know if I'm pulling the quarterback of the football team.
I was
starting
honored. I was really
Hey,
flattered.
Mikey,
Really handsome.
leave that to me. You're pulling whatever you want.
Thank you,
Are
brother.
you out of your fucking mind?
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
mean-
think I'd get more cock than I do puss.
Yeah, well, every man on the planet would get more cock than
I know, but I
Yes.
think I could fuck like a.
I think you'd be the primo. I think you might be like, you'd be up there with whatever the gay alpha is in LA right now.
Really?
Yeah,
You'd be up there with JT first.
Well, we were talking about going to a gay bar, and I'm down to do it.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. This is I don't
But
want to
not
get past
really,
this topic. Like flies to shit, dude. You'd be torn to smithereens in there. I'm not even
awesome.
kidding. If you went in there like looking remotely gay, it'd be over.
Oh yeah.
Like this? Oh my god! But I wanted to talk about this. I love that you told me this the other day. Your first crush.
Oh yeah. Dude, my first crush. I had this realization like recently. I had a couple of realizations. I'm like,
Max is a straight man, by the way.
yeah, like truly
yeah.
never even had like the impulse. And I've been in theater my whole life, so it's like the opportunities were there. you
Yes.
know?
Totally.
But my first crush, like, was Brian from the Backstreet Boys. Like when he got married, I remember I was very disappointed, and I kind of stopped listening to the Backstreet Boys.
Wow. That's how I felt about.
And my mom totally saw that moment happen, where she was like, I saw on like whatever, like People magazine, like Brian whatever gets married, and I remember being like, oh, I don't think I want to listen to the Backstreet Boys anymore. And my mom was just like, okay.
You were cracking me up yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday he was like, "It's not that I want to be with him. It's just I feel like he's not going to have the time to hang out."
Yeah. It was kind of like, well, we were going to be roommates. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And now I guess he has to live with his wife.
Damn.
And he'll make time for me on the weekends. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, there's something there, dude. Like Jesse McCartney. Do you guys remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Can you hear the ping pong song?
Like, I think my hair, I'm just trying to like be that guy, like
Yeah.
a little.
We all are. We're all going back to McCartney, other than Max here.
And
Yeah, I don't know really what I'm
And
going
as a
for.
kid,
That looks beautiful.
what was his song, bro? What was his?
I Want
fucking-
Candy?
I want candy. But he had another one that was also a
was
banger.
The time I meet Shaq.
No, wait. That would have been Aaron Carter.
And every time I day.
Look at Backstreet Boys.
Or that's
Oh,
NSYNC.
fuck. Can you just type in? Anyway, so fucking.
Ping pong song.
No, it's the Latino guy.
Who?
Right. We're all over the place. Joey, find what's Jeff
Joey.
McCartney's number one hit.
But anyway,
Can you do your job for a goddamn
I
second?
remember like I know exactly what you're talking about, bro, because it wasn't
Like, I liked them.
it wasn't gay, but I fucking liked this guy.
I liked and I loved the way they looked.
And they kind of probably
Totally.
showed you for the first time that, like, because they talk about, like, kissing girls and stuff. So,
Yeah.
like, maybe you kind of listen to them and, like, I thought about a girl you had a crush on. Do you know what I mean? Like, they kind of, like, led you through those feelings.
Joey, can you pull
You
up?
know?
Totally.
Can you pull up 2001 Brian from Backstreet Boys? I just want. He's so beautiful.
Well, I do get it, too. Remember how, like,
Pull it up.
I remember as a kid, pull up something. Either Jesse McCartney or look up a song. I mean, do
Jesus
one
Christ.
fucking thing, man. Dude, just do one thing.
It's beautiful
One,
soul.
we give you a lot of stuff to try.
It's beautiful soul.
Beautiful soul, beautiful soul. That is what you're thinking.
Okay,
of,
can you
probably.
just play it for 1 second and put it to the thing? I just need to hear it.
And then cue up the Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
I don't want another pretty face. That's what it is.
don't want just anyone to hold. That and I would like try to sing like him in the shower
course,
and
of
on
course.
the bed. I don't want just you and your beautiful stuff.
It's nice.
You know who
Nice.
I
Holy
like? I
fuck.
catch myself doing all the time when I'm listening to Justin Bieber. I'm trying to match that, like that
yeah.
smoky tone he's got.
Totally.
I'm trying to do it every single time I listen to him, which embarrasses me.
Every singing audition, like when you're in elementary school and you can sing for like the solo part, you audition.
Yeah.
I would straight up do Zac Efron from fucking High School Musical.
Well, little known fact, you weren't doing Zac Efron.
You were doing some other guy.
I know.
Yeah.
He wasn't even singing, but apparently in the second one he actually was
was.
He
singing.
does.
Yeah.
He sings, yeah.
But
Which he's got his best song in that one anyway.
really?
I'm not gonna stop till I get my thing.
Oh yeah, that one's a banger.
Or is that the third one?
You know, it's a really. That's the second one. The first one.
This is a gay pod.
Oh,
yeah.
This is the straight gay guy podcast.
I mean,
gay guy
100%, and we don't even care.
No, I don't.
We don't even
Don't,
care.
don't be fucking.
I don't care.
So go ahead and make fun of us.
Don't be a bigot about it. It's a really hard song because I used to sing like I did musicals. Living in my own world. The harmony in there really challenging.
Didn't understand
That anything could happen.
when you make a change.
Hold on, there is before we get past it too, there was, I feel like something that we can connect on with the crush you had on the Backstreet Boy.
Pull him up.
I do remember, like,
In the middle.
Look
yeah,
at
that
that.
was,
guy,
he was the hot
jawline,
one,
dude.
the small one.
Oh, the small one. That's
at
the
the
one you wanted to
jaw,
fuck.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
Well, he
say
was the
that.
hottest.
I was 8 years old. But
He
wanted
does
the
have
bottom
quite the
for him.
jawline. And I saw Matt Rife last night, and it's a Matt Rife jawline. Or Matt Rife has a that guy jawline.
Exactly.
that guy, Joe.
Clavicular's trying to be this guy.
Yes.
But
Dude,
I do remember, like, the admiration I would have when I was like 9, like the admiration I would have for, like, I went to like a K through 12 school. And so the admiration that I would have for like the high school football players was borderline, like, it wasn't friendly and it wasn't gay, but it was like, it was so much more. Like, I was like, if they told me something good, I would blush. You know what I mean? If they complimented me, I'd be like, Tripwire complimented me. Okay, I'm living in a post-compliment of Tripwire world. Like, I would ride that for the rest of the day, the same way I would if like a girl like held my hand. Do you know what I mean? And it was similar to that. Butterflies.
Do you remember playing sports with a kid who was just like undeniably gorgeous and like kind of hotter than like movie stars? Like there's this kid Bailey that I played hockey with, that he was just like the prettiest fucking kid. You know what I mean? He was fit and athletic and a great athlete and just like gorgeous face. And I'm like, wow.
And I bet you he was the man on the hockey team and everybody wanted to be his fucking friend.
Of course.
Yeah. They were the only podcast admitting that how hot kids were.
I have had friends that were
Come
this
on,
hot.
some kids are hot.
And I get it. It's like, but all the we are like, is this gay? Is this gay? This is like natural. Like all the hottest little cutest guy on the fucking football team.
Yeah.
All the like kids want to be his friend.
You want to be his friend.
Oh, yeah.
You absolutely want to be.
Oh my god, I want to hang out with him.
Jay-Z was Jonathan Zadig. When I grew up, I thought he was the coolest kid alive, and he was like had that six pack when he was like in 4th grade. There's always that kid that was freaky good at sports, like in 4th grade.
And handsome.
And handsome. And then what's sad about that kid? That kid grows up to be 5'3".
Totally.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
And they're like a phenom in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. And then
they could have just. Don't you wish that like? I know some people do fuck when they're in the 4th grade, but like I bet that guy was bad.
Do they?
I'm
sure in
some
like
people-
I'm
Brazil.
sure someone. Yeah.
Brazil, fucking Ghana, all those ones. Anyway,
Are they doing it in England?
maybe Central C did.
Who's Central C?
Oh,
Like Manchester?
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, but I bet
Black guys from England.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I bet like that guy who's like hot in the 4th grade and now he's like a 5'3" plumber in
Yes.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
I bet he fucking jacks off. And when he's jacking off, he's thinking about like Berkeley, who was probably that hot chick in the 4th grade that he could have fucked if he could fuck in the 4th grade. But then by the 9th grade, when everybody was fucking, he was just a little fucking dweeb.
Yeah, I bet. I'm just imagining like math equations above your head as you're saying. Pedophilic math going above your head.
Sam and I talked about this. Like, we are, I feel like, two guys that, like, we saw Shane Gillis, and I love Shane Gillis, but, like, there's always a concern of, like, is this gay? And that's something that Sam and I don't ever really worry about.
We live in a, I'm not worried about, we live in a world where you don't have to worry about being gay. Good Lord.
Because, like, we
We do. But if you go to Tennessee, do you carry that same energy?
Yes.
good question.
Really?
No, obviously not. Not if my dad or brother are around, obviously.
Yeah.
Like it is, my brother's going to listen to this podcast, and there's people that listen to this podcast that I'm like, well, they're going to hear me be pretty gay. Do you know what I mean? I've been buckling it up pretty hard in front of some people. I mean, like all my Doghouse friends. Yeah, I'm not, because they're going to be,
No
there's
idea.
gonna be no code switching.
No idea this guy's are.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gay. This is the gayest I'll ever be in this room, and it's probably the happiest I'll ever be.
This is your room, though, right?
This is Max's room.
Okay. Where's your room?
Right next.
You'll
So
be able
that's
to.
really the gayest place you've ever been.
Yeah, it's optical. Yeah, that's true. No, it's. I think
this
Max
room?
encourages my gayness.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Well, I come from a world where, like, I'm actually more, like, on the bro-y side of the theater world, you know?
Obviously. 100%. Yeah.
So, you know, I bet people that are on my side are listening to this being like, wow, look at those, like, douchebag,
Yeah.
you know, bros.
Totally.
So it's kind of like, we live in the middle of this Venn diagram, you know?
Well, I have a question on that. Because I always wanted to do theater growing up.
Yeah.
Didn't you do some theater?
I did do some theater.
And I bet you were fucking a beast at it. But I always wanted to do it. But I always thought that everybody would think I'm gay and
Yes.
retarded for doing it. And I did it in middle school. But I went to like this little teeny private school where nothing mattered. And then when I went to a bigger school, it was like, oh, I can't.
You just can't.
I cannot explore my artisticness.
Yes. I was lucky enough. I went to a smaller private school where some of the coolest kids in school were like the lead in the musical.
That's so
So
sick.
you could, if you wanted, do a Troy Bolton and not be scorned. You were scorned. Trust me, I was scorned. But it wasn't to the level. If I was at like a big, huge public school, no way. It's over.
Yeah.
I went
It's
to
over.
so I did theater in a big, huge public school, and you accept the fact that like people are gonna whatever. But I was so driven that I'm like, I'm gonna be an actor, that I'm like, you guys are. I knew they were wrong about this.
Yeah.
Like if you have a judgment about this, like
You have to get tougher.
I mean, Daniel
quicker.
Day-Lewis started in theater. Like this is
Totally.
where you start if you want to be an actor. So like if you have some football guy who's like that's gay for doing theater, it's like you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And you don't know what you're talking
Is
about.
Ryan Gosling gay? No.
Every movie that you like are all filled with actors
Yes.
that all did what I'm doing right
The
now.
toughest
That's a
Tom
great
Hardy
point.
as Bane.
Yeah.
He was one
I had
point,
this
like,
conversation
in a
with-
leotard. You know what I mean? Like
Totally.
I had this conversation
Yes.
with a lifeguard in our neighborhood, and he was like, "Oh, it's gay that you're doing theater." And I'm like, "Okay, what's a movie that you like?" And he was like, Born Ultimatum. I'm like, Matt Damon is a theater kid, so you
100%.
like Matt Damon, right? Well,
Period.
I'm the next Matt Damon. Bitch. You're
like
looking at
me.
him.
Yes, I am.
You're looking at the next Jason Bourne.
I just love that you're just like there's just a lifeguard who's being homophobic as fuck to you.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
calling you
I'm
a
imagining
pussy.
he's from his like tower, being like, "It's gay you're doing theater."
Literally.
Adult Swim.
Literally. So you're about to gas up this podcast when you came in. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'll gas it up. Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to think of a fucking podcast, so I'm thinking of like I want a little angle. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to be cool. So I'm like, do I interview strangers outside, but like set up like a secret podcast, or it's really as far as I've gotten on like the ideas.
That's pretty good.
Turns out like 8 guys have that podcast already.
Yeah.
But I look at your pod, and this already has a little thing. It's the Cloud Wall podcast. There's a cloud wall, and there's no seats. Those two things give it like this weird little fun angle. That's all you need.
So all you need is-
are those little things.
This is honestly what I think you need, and I've heard people in meetings I've taken say this. They like you need like the guys who, and you just have to have fill in that blank. You know the guys who do a podcast in front of the cloud wall. Do you know what I mean?
All
As
right.
long as you can do that, you're good.
We
So-
did not like the thing with this is like we were just like let's do the easiest possible version of a podcast.
We wanna do
and
the
this
lowest
happens to be-
fi
yeah.
version.
Yeah, low-fi version of a
Well,
podcast.
this is perfect. You
Thank you.
Yes.
fill it in that sentence. I'm telling you, I know that sounds simple. Like, the guys that do. But like, I could sit down all day and think of it, and I would not be able to think of one.
And
Yeah.
the ones that you think of, you'll never actually do that. Like it's I have friends that are like, I want this concept for a podcast. I'm like, you're never gonna make 100 episodes of that. Like you have to do the
No.
easiest version. You know, we're on this is episode 7.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
cruising, pal.
You are
Cruising.
cruising.
And there's 3 that are in the vaults.
3 that are in the vaults.
So
Three in the
only, what? How many are out?
7.
7. But
7
there's
are
3 that we did without Joey.
Okay.
2 that we did without Joey, and 1 that's in the vault.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
So you guys had like pre...
We have 2 that are on Patreon that not one person in the world has listened to because we have 0 Patreons.
0?
0.
Yeah,
But
bro.
for now.
For now. No, this is going to take off, dude. I
My mommy will be on there or something like that.
Dude, I like this. I fucking like it. And what the fuck else was I going to say about it, bro?
It's okay. You didn't really have
It's
a
okay.
compliment.
That was just I was
It's
kidding.
completely fine.
I didn't have a compliment.
Well,
Don't worry
No
about it.
compliment for me, fuckers.
we do have a section where we shout out the people that have told us they listened to the full episode. So I have a couple names I got to read.
Read them out.
Yeah, please go
All
ahead.
Murphy Melville, is that the right name?
Mulvihill.
Mulville, give us our first Spotify comment.
Whoa!
Murphy Mulvihill did?
Shout out Murphy.
That's
Thank
a new
you,
Spotify.
Murphy. What the hell?
Let's go.
Then it's Maggie Stewart, Charles Stewart, Garrett Forrestal, Laura Lisbona, Jordan Wampler.
King of Munchkin
Is
Land.
Jordan Wampler a dude or a chick?
I love that.
And you know him.
I'm almost sure he was the
What
king.
about Maggie?
Maggie's my sister.
The mayor.
Okay.
And Charles is my brother, and I don't think Charles listens to the full episode, but he's my brother, so he always makes the list.
Okay, he makes a list. Okay, cool. Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Soon we'll have to do this with thousands of people.
Well, then once he gets,
Thousands.
if he gets to that, we'll have to cut that section.
I figured.
Yeah.
Okay, so this lady, how long have you been dating her?
Well, this lady, my friend, I've been dating her for a little.
Feel free to specify how long she is your boyfriend and girlfriend. All we know is that she's a Jew at the top of a mountain who's guarded by her.
You want water?
Was a hakalugi? Because there's phlegm in there. You should know that
There's
word.
phlegm for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to Passover.
Does your girlfriend say that to you? There's phlegm. You got phlegm in your throat.
Dude, her tummy always hurts. It's very Jewy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
deal with
right?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I went to a Passover.
Nice.
I was the whitest motherfucker there.
Yeah.
And we were reading like.
Did you eat horseradish?
Yeah, we crushed horseradish. It wasn't that Jewy, but it was a little Jewy.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to read like ancient script
Yeah.
That's cool.
of the Jews.
Yeah.
And the only word I got was Hagafen.
What does that mean? Is that like a...
I thought it meant like... It sounds like
Hadouken?
a Guten Tag. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like kind of cool, like Hagafen.
Couldn't be more opposite. You're
Totally.
using a German word.
Guten Tag. Yes. Apparently it means the vine, but to all of her family members, I now just go Hagafen.
That's hilarious.
The vine.
Yeah, the vine. What's up? But
Is there a more of a just you were a goy if I've ever seen one? Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
the biggest goy ever.
Dude, among Jews, I mean, good God, I bet you look like a mountain in there.
They call me a goy boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what you just ate. If any of those fellows ate what you described your diet.
Yeah.
If any of your cohorts, your Jewish cohorts, if they ate that, they'd die.
They'd fucking die. That's what she told me. She was like, I had a bite of your Reese's and I thought I was going to fucking die. I thought I was going to fucking die. And I'm just like munching it. And I ate the Skittles and I go, do you want to fuck later or no? And she's like, I'm going to like throw up right now. And I'm like, whatever. That's another thing. People are like, I got to eat like celery before sex and all that stuff. Dude, that's never even entered my fucking brain. I just eat. Every time I go to a place, I get like a huge burger, a bunch of fries, ribs. I don't give a fuck. And then later, I'm just like, I have a boner.
And later, I'm farting all
Do
over
you
my
still?
girlfriend.
Yes.
Do you work out still like crazy?
I do.
Look at him.
This is
No, I know, but like I'm wondering if this is your
He's burning it off.
Yes.
yeah, but is this your build from from football that you has like stayed there, or are you still like trying to get bigger?
If I never worked out from football, I'd be like a skinny guy. Like you have to like. I still work out enough to like maintain it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
How long do you think you're going to keep that up? I always wonder because you are just a mountain of a man.
Yeah.
What are you? You're like 6'1", 6'2". How much? 240?
I'm 230,
Okay.
6'1".
It's amazing.
Fucking baby.
Here's
That's
the thing.
fucking awesome.
Here's the thing. It's so much of it is like wrapped up in like who I feel like I am as a man.
Yeah.
Like I really like walking around and like guys just kind of automatically give me a little bit of respect.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Just because I'm
Yeah.
big. That's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
And I don't have to earn it that much up top.
Yeah.
And less guys try to like fuck with me and like fight me and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like as like it's almost like a safety thing socially where I'm like being 230 is kind of sick.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, you have an identity upon seeing you. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? You have the built-in. You know the guy who's big and strong. Do you mean that you're that?
Yeah.
Yes, which is cool. So because of that, I think I'm going to keep it up as long as I can. And then when I'm like 45 and I can't fucking lift anymore, I'll just maybe I'll be like a marathon guy.
Yeah. You know what's really
Yeah.
funny, and this is completely true of myself. There was a time where I was like trying to uphold that image of myself, which is the stupidest thing I've ever. Just at 5'10" and kind of chubby, built like a garden gnome, was just like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as big and strong as intimidating as I possibly can.
Yeah.
What a fool's errand. You're a sweetie pie. I'm a sweetie pie. Go be
You
a
are.
sweetie pie.
You are. It's also a lot of like football culture.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it
Like
was.
it's like you got to be big and strong,
Yeah.
and fucking tough, and blah blah blah.
Yeah. So I started with hockey. That was like my first passion.
So you're a hockey guy and a theater guy, like simultaneously.
There was a little bit of an overlap, but not really. I like was in hockey, and then kids hit puberty, and I was like, this is not fun because I was like a late bloomer,
Oh, you get fucked up,
dude, by
the
like
guys
grown
with
men.
pubes.
Yes, by
The
guys
guys
with
that have
beards.
pubes.
And when he was a freshman in college, he looked like he was 14.
I had like braces.
Really?
Yes, but so I was like,
Did you have pubes when you were 14 years old?
I can't 14 probably.
Okay, I was a late bloomer.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was always still a strong little kid, but my friends were taller and they had pubes, and it was like the pubes thing was like a big deal.
Yep.
I was like, because
I was rocking that pathetic little mustache for a long time.
Yes, but they would always say like the armpit hair is the last hair you get. So
think I got
you
that
get,
first.
You get your pubes before that. That's what I always heard. So I'd look like we'd be changing, and I'd see a kid with fucking armpit hair, and I'm like, fuck,
So ahead of me.
he has fucking pubes.
Yeah. Mine came into my back first.
Really
Interesting.
Like came in
hairy
last.
back?
I was like, have you not seen how hairy my back is?
Can I please see it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude, I have an extremely hairy back.
Wow. Wow.
We're talking
Right there is hairy as fuck.
We're talking Jewish level hairy.
This is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Jewish level hairy.
no,
Dude, but the chest is fucking fire.
yeah, the chest is okay.
Chest hair rules. I've got a little chest hair.
Yeah.
But it's nothing crazy. But the high back, that's fucking sick. And you're tatted up. When'd you get that?
Tatted up.
Have you always had that?
Yeah, my tattoo that looked like I got it at the bottom of like a cereal box. Yeah, it commemorates my dead friend.
Yeah.
I got it when I'll be honest, my friend died. Like me and Joey's really close friend died when we were in high school.
Yes.
And I will say, my heart did fill I was very sad. But then also I was like, this is so sick. I get to get a tattoo.
totally.
Like, I'll be honest, it's probably my third thought, being like, whoo.
Third thought, easily.
There's something that warrants a fucking tattoo.
Yeah.
So I got to get when I was 17 too. You know, like drove to Kentucky.
I'll do you one further. My little brother was talking about how he wants to become a firefighter, and I was like worried about him. I was like, he lives in New York. I'm like, I don't want you to be a firefighter because then you'll like die in like the Twin Towers again, and then like I'll be really sad, and I'll have to like speak at your funeral. And then I was like, I'd probably kill at that funeral. and then I go. And then I'd have to get like a tattoo. Dude. And I was like, all right, maybe you should be a fucking firefighter. Yeah, that's it.
Firefighter brother, the tattoo will be so cool. You can
get, fire.
You get the Twin Towers on your back, your entire back. And he's between them like King Kong.
Just with a hose. And I'm like, that's my brother right there. Absolutely. Oh, fuck yeah, we're vaping?
Yeah, we're vaping.
Yeah, of course we're vaping.
But so when I was playing hockey, like my dad played rugby, so like I have like a bigger build than most of the guys I was doing theater with.
Yeah.
So I always felt like a freak. Like I was trying to get as skinny as possible because like you're in theater with tiny men, you know.
Tiny.
But I could like I think if I went when I was growing, I think if I went with like what my body wanted to do, I could have been like I could have hit like 210, 220.
Max has one of the most sleeperiest builds you've ever seen in your entire life.
Are you one of those guys that never shows it off, and then you take your shirt off, you're like, okay, this guy's jacked?
Yes. Okay. So this is okay. We're trying. This is very sensitive and strange waters, and I'm so glad that you're in here.
Oh, sensitive and strange
to stomp around in. I'm so excited because Max has a unique body. Can I speak freely?
Sure.
Max has a body dysmorphia that's one of one. Max thinks he's big and huge.
Oh, you think you're jacked?
No.
I don't think I'm jacked.
He thinks he's just like this big, humongous.
Like Shrek.
Just
you think you're fat? You think you're an ogre?
Yeah.
An ogre.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and so if you try to tell him like we'll go on a hike and like his legs will look jacked or like he'll take off his shirt. I'm like, dude, you have a. I remember the first time he like took off his shirt. We were on a hike. I went, what the hell? I'm actually ripped. And he went, shut the fuck up. And he's not trying to be like humble. He's like being dead serious. He's like, shut up, dude. I don't think you can handle that vape. I think you're relying.
No, I can handle the vape, bro. I can vape for fucking days. I swear to God, I'm cool. And I vape all the fucking time. And I buy UTs from this sketchy guy in Culver City.
What's
and he
UT?
fucking, they're dope, bro. They're kind of like the Geek Bar, but they have a little fidget. And it's like squishy, and
I've seen these.
They're cool. They're cool.
Maybe that's up next for me.
Are you still living in like a foul den somewhere? You used to live in the grossest fucking apartment. I took videos of it.
This is the type of place it was.
Grossest thing you've ever seen.
Sam
so
walks
much worse
in
than our
and
place.
immediately pulls out his phone and starts filming everything.
Immediately. And people that lived there were there. I was like, I don't care. Y'all can't live like
Yes.
I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, go in there, and it's one of those things where it looked abandoned, to where I was in the bathroom, and the toilet had no water in it and was rotted. You know what I'm talking about? Where you go into like an old abandoned place and there's no water, and it has that like, the porcelain's destroyed in the bowl. That was the case. The sink,
Where was the place?
Someone was brushing their teeth in that sink, and I was like,
Shane.
because it was covered in toothpaste. Shane, you are a gremlin, dude.
Dude, it is like the territory of
And there was just a copy of
schizophrenic
Elden
homeless
Ring.
man. It's fucking crazy. There's
truly
books stacked up like to the ceiling.
The fact that y'all weren't squatting and the fact that you were paying rent there was just like the funniest thing. There was an abscess where the stove was supposed to be, where they put things.
Yeah. And you know, like, there's like a screen door and then the actual door, and sometimes they'll keep the actual door open so people from the outside could like look in, and I'm like, you need to close this? Like, if a fucking
You're gonna get evicted.
landlord...
Yes.
It's that bad, just like dirty-wise.
Yes.
Like, you'll never be able to scrub the shit out of that.
It was so funny, too, because then I went to your room, which was a 90%... 90% better than the rest of the house, and it was what I would describe as a filthy room. Like a filthy room where there was there was a big puddle of Diet Coke, and I said, "It's spilled right there." And he goes, "You're like, that's been there for like 4 months."
4 months, bro. It's a part of the floor now.
It's part of the exactly.
I'll never forget. So yes, Shane lived in the first floor. It was a fucking disaster mess.
Like in the living room.
In the living room. His hair was everywhere. The books are stacked sky high. It's just like clothes. And then one time I walked in the door, and there was just like a slice of a tomato, like right when you walk in, and it was fresh. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna pick that up, but certainly there's a limit to this.
Yeah.
And he will pick up
Yes.
this tomato because he has to walk past it every day to leave. Months and months went by, and this fucking tomato just slowly eroded into like like a black, like little hockey puck thing.
Like
And
a
it
pumpkin on your front porch.
Like a pumpkin on our front porch, just in right when you walked in. And it's just a thing we hopped over. And we're all kind of like, and Shane's, we don't like talking to Shane about this shit because it's like an awkward conversation. And even like the tomato there, we're just like, fuck it, man. This is just a thing that I live with.
Oh my
is this
God.
Tomato.
Where was the place?
It was in East Hollywood. It's like near Silver Lake, $700 a month.
Damn.
Good fucking deal.
Yeah.
And if you live there with some clean guys, honestly, it's like
it was a nice place.
It's like
it
not
was
a
like
bad
this place.
Yeah, it was honestly like
Really?
this place.
Oh, it was newish.
Dude, it could easily be this place. Like
Yes.
if we just like worked a little harder.
Okay.
But it was a fucking disaster.
Disaster, dude. Truly frightening.
But now my
Truly
place-
kind of like you didn't feel disrespectful at all, being like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?"
No, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
feel
yeah.
rude being like, this is a shithole.
Yeah.
Like anybody, Obama could walk in and he would fucking shit on this place.
Yeah,
left and
exactly.
right. With like cameras, like CNN following.
Kindest man on the planet.
Our dream guest.
Our dream guest of Barack Obama. But fucking now the place I live in is actually kind of sick, and I take decent care of it. And it helps having a girlfriend because whenever
Yeah.
she comes, it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I clean my room like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it used to be like once every 2 months.
Yeah.
So it's sick.
Yeah.
It is huge. Having a girlfriend, it counts. But then you start falling, you get so comfy and get so in love that you're like, I might leave the lube that I jack off with like on my nightstand when she's in here. When that does happen, when my girlfriend comes in the room and the lubricant that I don't use to have sex with her, but I use to masturbate my penis is on the bedside table, I try to, it's so funny, I try to like hide it with my body every time. And I guarantee you, she just notices. I guess I'm acting
She's
with
like,
it for a minute
whatever.
and a half.
Yeah.
Totally. And I would say 50% of, I have like 4 towels, 50% of them are jizz towels.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, they're different colors. They're different colors, which is clutch. Because you can tell the difference. Because I'm like, all right, I jacked off in the green one and the gray one. So the orange one and the blue one, I could totally walk off.
Which one did you touch?
They're all different colors?
Yeah, but then I'll leave for like a weekend. And I come back and I'm like, I gotta take a shower, and I'm looking at these towels and I'm like, shit. Fuck, was it the orange one or the yellow one?
I'm so down for a comedy podcast, and I'm so sorry. But one time you told the best story I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh,
And
God.
I need you to tell it again.
Is this the jewel one?
Yes,
The what?
Jewel.
Okay.
I love this story because I've been on 3 pods since my pod, and all of them have asked me to tell this story.
It's my favorite story. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
All right, bros. So,
Brace yourself for a big phlegmy cough here in like 5 seconds.
so basically, during the pandemic, I was like a fucking psychopath. Like, all I did was do Adderall and Juul and jack off and play the guitar.
Damn.
Stop hitting
Okay,
it.
maybe we're sticking with the Zins.
No, dude, it's fucking delicious. So,
You also hit it like it's a bong, and you go.
I know. I'm trying to get a fucking rip, bro. So, I'm laying in my bed that I've jacked off in like truly thousands of times during the pandemic. And it's 4 a.m.
At home with his mother and father. Or mother.
Yes, my mother and my stepfather and my little brother is in the room directly next to me. So I jack off. Keep in mind, I haven't slept in 48 hours and I'm chugging Cokes. And I'm jacking off and then I nut and I'm like, fuck yeah, that was a solid nut. My bathroom isn't in my room and there's no towel to wash up in. So I have to like waddle through my family like hallway with like my pants around my ankles, and my brother leaves his door open and my mom leaves her door open, and
I do the
have to, like,
shuffle to the bathroom twice a day.
literally, if they ever look outside and hear a shuffle, because both of their doors open, it's just like me with my hands around my pants around my ankles
And a
like
deflating
jizz.
boner.
Yeah, a deflating boner, and then jizz on my like belly button / pubic hair.
Yes.
So I'm like, I waddle. Anyway, so I'm like, all right, I have to do the waddle, but I'm laying in bed and I'm like, let me just take one big fat rip of this Juul, as you guys have just saw. So I rip the fuck out of the Juul. I stand up really fast. Next thing I know, I'm going like this. I'm coming to, and I'm like, all right, what's going on? I'm on the ground and I'm shaking. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Oh, fuck. And then I know I'm doing it, but I can't stop. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm having a seizure. And then I snap out of it. I stand up, boxers on the ankles, jizz on my stomach. And I'm like, I just had a fucking seizure. Seizure?
I can't believe you're doing it again. I've heard him tell the story before, and I was so proud of him. I was like, oh, you can say seizure now.
I just had a seizure from fucking juuling, and I'm like freaked out. I'm freaked out so much I don't even realize that there's jizz on me anymore. Like that is like the least of my fucking concerns. And then
Are you naked?
No, but my boxers around my ankles and everything else, I'm completely naked.
That's awesome.
So I'm naked, like it's like my cock is like tiny now. It's like fucking horrendous. Like my cock is inside of me, smallest cock you've ever seen, jizz everywhere. Just had a seizure from fucking drooling. So then I'm like, okay,
OD'd.
So I
OD'd.
so,
Middle school OD.
OD. I fucking OD'd, bro. And I'm like, okay, I have to clean this up. So I go to the bathroom, I clean it up, and I'm like scared as fuck. Keep in mind, it's now 4:30 a.m. My mom is passed the fuck out. She has work tomorrow. And I'm like, I have to wake up my mom. And I have to tell her what the fuck just happened. So I walk in there.
Mommy, I threw up.
Yeah. I had a bad dream, too. So
We'll talk about that later. I did have a bad dream, but...
And I remember, like, knocking on the door and be like, should I tell her that I also have jizz on me? Like, I remember being like, maybe the jacking off had something to do with this. So should I tell her about that? So I knock on the door. I'm like, Mom, I have to tell you something. I fucking drool, okay? I drool. And I just passed out from the drooling, and I had a seizure. And then she is like, what?
Did you jack off?
Yeah. You jacked off too, right? Yeah. So she is like freaking out. She freaked out so much where I was like, okay, I actually regret telling you about this. I wish I just had the seizure and just never fucking told you. This is like horrendous. So she rushes me to the emergency room, and then I show up to the
ER.
To the ER.
After you stood up too fast. You stood up too fast.
Wait. Have you had seizures before?
No. So
This is your first seizure ever.
Yes, well, listen,
Wow.
I go to the ER, and I'm like, hey, I just had a seizure, and I need you guys to take a look at me immediately. She's like, yeah, go ahead, take a seat. I'm like, did you just fucking hear what I said? I have a fucking seizure. I'm not going to sit here next to these fucking retards. I need help right now.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right. So they bring me in there, and then the doctor did all these tests, did like an MRI or all this bullshit, and they're like, you didn't have a seizure, you just passed out. That was it. I just literally passed out. But when you pass out, your body will have
Waking you
muscle
back up.
spasms.
Yeah.
Because it's like fucking weird.
Wow.
And your body just spasms the fuck out.
Okay.
So I just passed out, and I woke my mom up for no fucking reason at 4 a.m.
Why
in the
did you
morning.
pass out?
With a
Because of Jewel?
jizz-covered belly. Because you stood up quickly.
Bro, I stood
Oh.
up quick as fuck. My blood sugar was low as fuck from all the Coke I had been drinking and the Adderall I'd been consuming, and I was barely eating.
Right.
And then it was timed with this fucking fat rip of the fucking Jewel. I'm talking the fattest rip ever. And I just
Yeah, I'm
jacked
sure
off
you're coming down off a glorious nut.
a glorious nut that I'm coming down off.
Because I'm sure it was like your fifth that day, and once you reach those high numbers,
over.
they're ecstatic. They feel so good after
They're
that.
ecstatic. So I stood up as fast as I possibly could, and then it just caused the collapse of my fucking being. And
Wow.
that day, I threw the fucking Jewel away. It's the longest I went without nicotine was 4 days, and that's because I was trapped in my house. I wanted to fucking kill myself. And then my mom's like, can you go to Target to get some fucking bullshit? And I was like, yeah. And then I leave, and I'm like, I'm never going to do nicotine again. I'm never going to do nicotine again. The second I see a 7-Eleven, it's like my brain had nothing to do with it. Just my body started fucking turning the car over.
Yeah. Of
course.
And then I go in, been zinning ever since.
Oh, dude, every week I say, this is my last vape. And I just like, I see a vape store and I'm like, all right,
Here we go.
Yeah.
Or I'll do like one good thing, like I'll work out,
course.
and I'm like, towards the end of my workout, if it's like a good pump, I'm like, you deserve the world.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I remember I had I had the podcast forever ago that you went on.
Yes.
And I remember
R.I.P.
getting you to tell. Thank you. R.I.P.
This one's a lot better, by the way.
Thank you. Getting you to tell that story on that podcast was was kind of difficult, and you were like, I don't feel comfortable telling that. I don't
Totally.
know. Like I don't, but it ended up being your choice. You did tell it, and it's so funny. It's so funny that like just your pursuit of comedy has just beaten that out of you completely.
Oh, now I don't
You
care.
just tell it willy nilly. Like, yeah, I'm a jack off monster machine. It doesn't matter. like you're just completely, like no semblance of like, yeah, I'm not a good man.
If
My
there's
mom's
a
not gonna
chance-
love me anymore.
Honestly, it's a deal for like 10
Trying to
followers.
get-
10 followers on Instagram. I'll tell the whole fucking story.
Yeah.
Like I'll totally trade up. What do you guys think about this?
Hit me.
So my buddy got like blackout drunk.
Do your knees hurt because you're a big man in the floor?
No, I'm just kind of chilling right
Okay,
now. It's just
I love
cool.
it.
Okay, cool.
I think this
it's
is
a perfect
kinda,
angle.
I think this is kind of funny.
It's
great.
hilarious.
It's kind of nice to talk to you like this, too. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we're like
And I am the
reluctant.
guest.
Well, you're in therapy.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, you're the guest.
So here's the
However you
thing.
want.
I go to a bathroom.
I'm the guest. Yes, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Pulling the guest card out. It's crazy.
Well, I am the guest.
I am the guest. Let me back up here.
The guest does, the guest pleases.
So I'm fucking. I go to a bachelor party for like my best friend from high school, and he gets blackout drunk, and he starts telling us all that he's gay, and he's like coked out, and we're like, okay.
Say his name. Say his name. Okay, don't say his name.
We'll bleep. Don't worry.
If you could edit that, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If you guys,
Edits it.
honestly, I was like, this guy doesn't know how to edit that.
Max can do it. Max can do it.
Anyway, so then I like make a 3-minute long story about it in stand up, and then about
Is he gay?
No, but it was enough.
bi.
It was enough of him saying it that we were like, "Is he gay?" And then we were like, "No, he was just fucking around. This is just like his Virginia humor. Like, I say the N word and I pretend to be gay when I'm drunk.
Right.
You know, he's not gay. Anyway, he's so gay.
Just for
dude.
black guys.
He's probably so fucking gay. Anyway, so I have this joke I've been working really hard on. It's like a 3-minute story, which stories are hard. And then I killed at a show, and I finally got it clipped up. And today I sent it to him, and I was like, "Are you cool if I post this?" And then he is like kind of crashing out. He's like,
Oh, no.
He's like, "Dude, fuck, I don't know if you can post it. Like, my wife's gonna fucking freak out, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "I've been to 4 bachelor parties since then. I don't say your name. A lot of the shit in the story is exaggerated for comedic effect. Like, nobody's gonna know it's you." He's like, "Yeah, I just don't know. I'm not." So now I'm in this weird crossroads where I'm like, I actually have a good reel on my hands. Like, I've had 2 reels go viral, and I know this one has the potential to do the same because it's very luring. Like, my
you tell him
best
that?
friend got blackout drunk and came out to us as gay at
Yeah.
his own bachelor party.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
very
yeah,
like, all right,
right.
let me stick around
I'll
and see
check
what's
it out.
happening.
Yeah.
I haven't told him this yet, but now I'm in a weird crossroads of like, because you're just saying like what you would say to make it as a comedian, you know, like
Yeah.
how much
Yes.
of yourself will you open up? Now I'm like, okay, I know this video is going to do well, and then watch it get like 100 views. And literally,
Trust me.
easily could fucking happen.
Oh, it could totally happen. It could get 30 likes.
Literally 30 likes, nobody gives a fuck.
Well, you delete it.
Yes. Anyway, and then, but I'm at a weird crossroads where I'm like, okay, this is like my best friend, and I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable, but I also worked very hard on this joke, and I finally have a very good clip.
It is so funny.
And I want to post it. And nobody's going to know it's him. Nobody fucking knows him. He's just having anxiety. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's going to know they're talking about me. I'm like, nobody knows you.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
so funny though. How like locked into this like pursuit that we get. That like obviously if your friend and listen, I would be thinking the exact same thing, and I would post it if I was you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, if your
I'm
friend
probably
isn't
not gonna
comfortable,
post it,
there's
but
just
he's
like
being gay.
there's no reason to even think about it. It's like, yeah, okay, I won't do it.
Yeah.
But I would be I'd be like, but why you fucking
But-
idiot? You're,
yes.
you're against me. You're
the
standing
numbers-
Against me, yeah. So I'm not gonna post it because I don't want him to like have anxiety for 3 days.
Just
like
big.
that sucks.
Just
But-
big.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he reminds me of you a little. Like you, and I'm not saying with the gay stuff.
That's okay.
But you guys are like, you guys would be boys. You guys,
Yeah.
you and this guy are very similar, very funny, around the same height and width and width.
Immediate friends.
6'1", something like that.
Yeah, 6'1".
And width.
But
That's how I make friends. I'm like, how tall is this guy? How wide is he?
yeah, that's what you literally did to me. You walked up to me like, you played football, right? You played football, and I'm like, yeah. And you're like, come on, let's talk about football. You guys were saying that. I was like, okay, fuck
I
it.
had to hear it. I was just someone who's that kind of frame. I want to hear what you were up to. He'll say yes.
Yeah, I just gotta talk him into it because he thinks everyone's gonna be like, but
Well, like the guys on the Bachelor trip are gonna be like that.
that's what's funny. Only they will know.
Really, all
But
it
they
is
already
is it's
know.
this.
Yeah, they were already there.
Yeah.
He'd be fine with it, but he's getting like blackout flashes. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of
Totally.
like this the shame involved of like I got blacked out last night. And what did I fucking say? Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
And now it's on the internet, and even no one's gonna know it's me. But like I just have to.
That is
see
kind
it.
of a nightmare.
You know, like that's
Yeah.
But he shouldn't be. He's coming from an irrational place.
He is. I know where he's coming from. Like, he's getting blackout flashes. He didn't even really remember saying that to us all, and I'm like reminding of it today. Like, I sent him the clip today.
Yes.
This all happened
He'll
like
get
an
over
hour
it.
ago.
He'll get over it.
So I'm just gonna be like, yo, come on, like no one's gonna know. Like you just have anxiety about this. I've had a million types of anxieties, and they're all bullshit, right? Yes. And this one is certainly bullshit for you. But I also don't want to make the guy feel uncomfortable, so I'm not gonna post until he says I can. But I'm gonna fucking convince him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched you combat anxiety before. And
It's so stressful.
You're kind of good at it though.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
I could tell it's happened so many times to you because you like had a whole speech you were taking like I wasn't in the room. You were talking to yourself and you were like, anxiety is just a feeling it's consuming your body right now. Some of the thoughts you're having right now aren't in reality, and later you will think back on these and you'll be like, wow, what a crazy thing I was thinking. And I was like, all right, Mikey's really
Totally.
Mikey knows how to get through this. He's got a whole
Yeah.
blueprint.
Totally, I have a whole blueprint
Over like a disagreement you had with some girl you met on Hinge. This is like 3 years ago.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. No, literally. Well, a lot
That's
of
what.
it is like,
That's what. You're a big, strong dude who can just put down loads of pizza.
Yes.
You would think, but you're like, but you're really fragile.
I'm fragile.
That's what it is.
fuck.
That's why you're funny. It's because you're really sensitive.
I am sensitive, and I'm sensitive to myself and my former self, like fucking me over and making me feel bad about my current self. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, so I try. That's why I don't drink, really, is because like I would do these cringy things, and I would get the worst anxiety ever about
Yeah, of course. That's why everyone. It'll come from me one of these days.
At the end of the day, that's why people quit drinking.
Yes.
They're like,
Yeah.
I have such bad anxiety about the way I behave.
Yes.
I cannot do that.
Even if I didn't, I've had nights where I just got too drunk in my room, and I wake up the next day and I was like, I was such a fool last night. And I was like, To who?
To who?
To who?
Exactly.
You're fine.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing.
Well, even
you either have to stop drinking or drink alone.
Drinking alone is sick, though.
it's most
That's why
fun.
I was doing that during
the
the
best
pandemic.
way.
And
It's
I
the
was
best way
like,
to do it.
okay, I got another pandemic story. I was fucking on one during the pandemic. So I'm trying to quit drinking during the pandemic. I go downstairs to get a Coke. I open the door. There is a 12 rack of... Oh, no. That's a different time. Anyway, this is how I relapsed in the pandemic. I open the refrigerator, 12 rack of PBR, immediately grab it, go upstairs, drink every single one of them. That was sick. I was like, that was kind of fun.
How much?
That was kind of fun.
Oh, like a week? I don't know.
okay,
It was like
okay.
all bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
How much time do you have now?
almost 4 years.
Well done.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
clap
yeah.
for me out there. So it's during the pandemic. I go downstairs for some more beer the next day, and there's no beer because I drank it all, but there's this big ass box wine. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. And I've never really drank wine like that, so I don't really understand like how much wine you put in a thing. So
You know, a
I'm
pint of
thinking-
wine.
You're drinking it
I'm
like
think-
by the flagon. Like
Bro,
yeah,
I get
yeah.
a red solo cup, I fill it all the way to the top, and I drink it. and
like
I'm
3 glasses of wine.
And
yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Wine is great. Like,
It's
you
the
don't
best.
even have to have that much wine to get that fucked up. That's sick. So I go down, I fill it up again, and I'm like, okay, I've had 2 drinks of wine, and I am fucking hammered, and I just keep going down, filling up the red solo cup. By the 8th red solo cup, I am...
Eighth? You had 8 pints of wine.
8? Listen.
Yeah,
8
right?
red solo cups.
Look
of
at him. He
wine.
drinks the rivers dry.
truly.
He's dunking the tall. Are you kidding me?
So...
It's like a hungry mungry.
But I don't know this. I think I've only had 8 glasses of wine. I don't understand the metrics. That's
Yes.
why I'm like
Glass.
so fucking shit faced.
Also, that's
Yeah.
why it's only 8 glasses of wine is so.
Well, also a bottle. Okay,
You got like 5 bottles of wine.
one bottle of wine is like
2 pints?
Well, it's like 3 glasses of wine, which is like a restaurant glass, which is like a
think
third
it's-
filled.
Yes.
well,
Or like 3.5 maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a bottle of wine is 4 glasses of wine.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
It's not that much, but yeah. Okay.
well, here's the deal.
Well, I'll do the math real quick. He had 24 glasses of wine. Let's say that. He had about 24 glasses of wine.
I
24 glasses,
And that's
of wine.
doable. That is like of the max that people drink. Like I know, like I've drank like 20 beers before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And he's, he could do that.
Yeah.
the
yeah,
final
sure.
reveal of this story was, and I swear to God, and then I found out I had 24 glasses of wine. And you guys fucking just said it, you
I'm
fucking
so
retards. But let me tell you what I did while I had 24 glasses of wine. I think I have 8 glasses of wine, but it's 24, so I'm like blackout. I find these old cigs underneath my bed from high school, and I start smoking them walking up and down the stairs of
Damn.
my childhood home.
No
Yeah.
way.
And then my mom walks out.
Smoking 2014 cigs.
Yes, and she's like, "Are you smoking fucking sick? This isn't like a fucking trailer trash park home. This is
Yeah.
like a middle class family
That's smoking cigs in the
I'm
house.
smoking cigs.
Cigs inside.
I'm like blowing it in my mom's face. Like, yeah. She goes, "I'm so drunk."
What are you gonna do about it, bitch?
No, seriously.
Smoking wine too.
I'm so
Yeah.
drunk that she goes, "Are you smoking fucking cigs?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." Like, why the fuck wouldn't I? This is fucking awesome.
Do you want one? Why are you asking?
Yeah. And then next thing I know, I'm naked in the shower and the hall's wet. And I don't know how the hall got wet. And I'm smoking cigs while I'm in the shower. It's right next to my mom's room. It's fucking crazy. And then I go downstairs and my mom goes, "What the fuck happened last night?" And then let me finish the story. And then I go, "I had 8 cups of wine." She said, "You said cups of wine?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "You had 24 glasses of wine."
So you were
My bad. My bad, dude. I'm so sorry.
So you were
My
blackout.
bad.
You have a memory of arguing with your mom with a cigarette in your mouth on the
Totally.
and then you cut to the next scene where you're in the shower still smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes.
I'm like, why is she being such a bitch about
Where did
this?
your mom? Where did your mom go?
She just went back to sleep.
Are you
and
kidding me?
it's
She
like,
probably like barricaded a door. Like, I can imagine thank God you don't drink anymore because you like blacked out drunk would be really, really frightening.
Yeah,
Like,
truly,
Mikey's
truly.
blacked out. I'm so afraid.
Totally.
We need
Truly.
like able-bodied men covered in armor.
Yes.
On guard.
Exactly. We'd like call the services what they call when there's like a bear on the loose because
Yeah.
Mikey's drunk.
Totally.
Call the bear services.
the bear services.
Bullhorn.
Dude, I had a thing happen. I realized this week where, did you ever write a letter to yourself in high school that you're like, you're going to send this to yourself when you graduate college? You know what I mean?
We did something like that.
Okay,
yes.
dude, I remember getting that letter. Cause okay, so I was texting my dad this week and he wasn't responding, and it was kind of like I was talking to like a cool kid that wouldn't talk back to me, you know?
Totally.
And it was just like, Dad, I saw a show last night. You would have really loved it. No response. Dad, like, here's a couple comedy clips I think you'd really enjoy. No response. Then finally, like a couple days later, like a response. And I'm like, oh man, my dad doesn't like me.
You just reminded me I have to respond to my dad.
Yeah.
Fuck, make me feel
But
bad.
I
But
got-
yours is sadder because it's like the opposite, and your dad won't respond to you.
He eventually responded. It's not. He loves me. It's just he doesn't. He's just
I don't know.
Anyway, we'll see. But anyway, so I got a letter from myself when I was like a senior in college that was like, talk about everything that you're going through, and I was so cringed out by the letter that I threw it away.
Totally.
I was just like, ugh, loser, you know?
That's
Yeah.
like my
No empathy.
nightmare. Because one, you're an idiot when you're 18 and you're like, or 14 or whenever you did that. You're like, am I in the NFL now? Am I
Yeah.
And you're like high and you have cum on you and you just had a seizure from jacking off.
No.
I'm not in the NFL. No. My life is ruined. I didn't like accomplish anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet I wouldn't like me that much if I had met me when I was like 14.
That's what happened. Where it was like me complaining about the stuff that I was going on in my life, and I'm like, I read it when I was in college. And I'm like, loser, and I just threw the whole letter away, like
Yeah.
this like relic of my past. I'm like, don't want anything to do with that. Last time I saw you was before you were a doorman at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Brother, I'm a doorman. I'm a door guy. I'm a door dude. I go in there.
2 years?
A year and a half.
Year and a half,
A
okay.
year and a half. It's going good, dude. Like fucking. It's cool. I've had some opportunities from it. Like I wouldn't have had that pod if it wasn't for being a door guy and being a cat.
I hope you said. He opens for Bobby Lee. It used to open for Bobby Lee. He's opened for Bobby Lee many times.
Yes, I got to over Bobby 4 times. One was in like a theater with like 2,500 people.
Damn.
How'd that
And,
go?
bro? It was fucking terrifying. This is actually hilarious. So we go to this.
Mikey also was with me on this. He would get really scared before shows.
Yes.
Like Mikey gets real stage
Yeah.
fright. Hold on, can I tell
Totally.
a story right before you tell
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
This is my favorite Mikey story ever. We were doing the most low stakes show in the world at Flappers.
Yeah.
But me and you put it on, so it felt like a big deal.
Totally.
All of our comedy friends were all bombing before us.
Totally.
Be
I
honest.
was
there.
funny guys.
Yeah, I didn't book the show. Mikey did all his
That was the last time I saw you. Actually, it was probably at the show.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Truly, we're in the barracks behind Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings.
We're
We're like
freaking the fuck
and we're
out.
hearing like all this like pillaging. And I remember Shane told this one joke, and it didn't do well. And you asked, you're like, "How did Shane's monkey joke do?" And he goes, "It bombed." And he went, "That joke's impenetrable." not trying to make me laugh, not looking for anything, like just with fear in his eyes. That joke's impenetrable. It's impenetrable. If that bombs, then we're all screwed. Like,
We're all fucked.
It was like we set on our Weapon X and it just melted and like
Yeah.
oh my god. It was
Well, then
so
I'm stressed out because I'm like, you brought all your friends. They don't fucking know me. And I'm going to go up there and bomb in front of all your friends. And then you're going to like fucking destroy. And then I'm going to look like the biggest.
No, you did good.
You didn't
Dweeb
bomb.
Schwab.
You were great.
You did
No,
good.
yeah, I did solid. You did great. And it was like a good fucking night.
Yes.
Great
Sorry, but
night,
you were
yeah.
about to tell the story. The joke's impenetrable.
Yeah, the joke was impenetrable.
They've gone through the blast shields. Yeah. They say they're
And I
impenetrable.
believe the joke is his Bigfoot joke where he goes, if they say big feet mean big penis, that's true. Why don't they call Bigfoot the big fat cock monster? That's it. Yeah. And I'm like, that's impenetrable.
It's an impenetrable joke.
Are you kidding me?
No one's crossed those for 1,000 years.
So
Okay, so what happened with the theater?
Bobby has like a casino gig. So I'm like, okay, a casino gig. I don't even know what that is. Is it like 50 people doing brunch? Like,
Right.
is that who we're performing for?
Uh-huh.
So I show up and they're like, it's 2,500 people. They rent out these like, not coliseums, like these big auditoriums.
Like where
that
the
are
Blue
for-
Man Group perform or something.
Yeah, they these fucking casinos have these big rooms, and so people gamble afterwards. And I didn't know this. And there's 2,500 people, and it's at a casino, and everybody that works at this casino outside of Portland is retarded. They're like in the farmland, like an hour outside of Portland. So we show up. Bobby hates stand up, and he shows up like 5 minutes after the show starts. You know what I'm saying?
God, yeah.
Like he shows up late. So we have to go. We show up 10 minutes before. We thought that was plenty of time. And then we're like, we all the guys who are like running the show are just sitting in the back while this theater is filled with 2,500 people, and nobody is talking to me and Ramsey. No one's being like, "Hey, you guys ready to go up at this time? This is where the light is." Blah blah blah. And then I have to do all this. I walk up and I'm like, they're all on their phone. Like 4 guys wearing all black, all on their phone. Like 20 guys. And then I'm like, "Hey guys, who runs the show?" I don't even know how to like ask the question.
Yeah.
And this one guy goes, "I run it." And then I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I'm like, "So, can we like take a look at the stage to make sure everything's good?" He's like, "Yeah, let's go." So we walk outside. It's fucking packed. I look at the stage. There is a full-blown conference table on the stage where Bobby's about to do stand-up. And then I go, "There's a conference table up there." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, he goes, "You want me to move that?" I'm like, "Yeah, can you move the conference table from the stand-up stage?"
I was waiting for your okay, but it's
Yeah, it's like a tiny stage, big conference table. It's like it's made for like the Last Supper or whatever. The fuck, you know what I'm
like you'd
saying?
have to be sitting on it or something.
Yes, it's like if people bought tickets to the Last Supper. This is what this guy was trying to do. So he moves it, and there's no fucking stool. I'm like, "Can you get a stool?" He's like, "I'll try." And I was like, "Okay." Guy never gets a stool. And then right before I go on, I go, "Where's the light?" He goes, "They're everywhere." He doesn't know what a light is. He goes, "They're everywhere."
It's fluorescent.
Yes.
Yeah.
I go, "No, like when I get off stage, to know when I go off stage, you have to show me a light." He's like, "Yeah, I'll show you one over there." So I go on stage.
He points it
Everywhere.
He points at the lights, and I'm and when
around you.
he goes, "I'll show you one over there," and he just kind of does that, and then I go on stage. So I have no idea where the light is. He just so I go on. By the way, I haven't done stand up in 5 days, and it was also last minute, and I was frazzled. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm cold opening for 2,500 people in this big ass fucking place.
Yeah.
So I go on, and I'm like, "All right, I'll do the voice recorder so I at least know how long I've been on stage."
Yes.
I go on. I fucking halfway through my set, I realize I forgot to press the voice recorder. So I am alone in all these people. My notes are not pulled up. I don't know which joke I'm supposed to do next. It is so scary.
Yeah.
I'm also not doing great.
Yeah.
I'm like doing pretty bad. So I go up there and I talk for a while, and then I do the smut joke. This is this joke that I close on, and I leave. And I think I actually accidentally did 18 minutes, and I was supposed to do 12 minutes. But it was scary, bro. Like, you're up there sweating your balls off.
Yeah.
Then later
I might
on,
walk off the stage.
Later on, I walk out to see Bobby. Bobby's face is on the biggest Jumbotron I've ever seen, and I didn't know that my face was on a Jumbotron that entire time bombing. I bombed for 18 minutes, not knowing what joke is next. I'm like, you guys having fun? Do you guys get, like, I'm like trying to do crowd work. I've never done crowd work in my life. I'm trying to do it in a fucking arena.
I know exactly what you said too. Like, I know exactly what you said. Y'all gambling? It's fucking sick. It's fucking sick.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was cool. Like, there have been opportunities
Sounds cool.
from the door guy thing,
That sounds really fun.
and I'm getting some good spots.
Who's been like a comedian that you were surprised that you liked so much interpersonally?
Oh, that's a great question.
Thank you.
That's a fire question. Harland Williams.
I love him.
I totally know his name. Yes. Who is he again?
Can you pull up
I
Harland
completely know
Williams?
who Harland Williams is.
He is like this like really weird guy. He's weird. He's strange.
So funny.
He's very funny, but he's always doing a bit kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I always looked at this guy and thought, I'm not going to be able to vibe with this guy. And we are just clicked. We're like clicked. Like, we're just fucking with each other, blah, blah, blah. He's really cool. Another goat. You seen this guy?
He's in.
Oh yeah, Rocket Man. right?
Rocket Man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
also
yeah.
Isn't he in like Groundhog Day or something like that? He's in like an old
He's in
movie.
a bunch of movies. He's like a good actor and all that shit.
Yeah, he is.
But he's like a weird guy where I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to vibe.
Right.
Like, but it turns out like I vibe with the freaks. Like I vibe with that guy. Bobby's a freak. Pauly
Yes.
Shore.
It's because you're a feely sweetie. Like
Yeah.
you're like an arty, feely guy.
Totally.
And they are too. The freaks are always like,
But
Yeah.
it's the cool guys I have a hard time with.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
Like Tim Dillon's like a pretty cool guy actually, and like he's very like he hangs out with like all these Gen Z twinks and shit.
Yeah.
And like I don't really know what to say to that guy. And like we should have a lot in common because we like comedy and we're gay or whatever. But I don't really know what to say to Tim. And fucking like Santino's cool. Like I can talk to him. But you know who's really cool is Robbie Hoffman.
okay.
She's
Oh,
like.
so funny. So
who has a
funny.
special on Netflix right now?
Yeah,
With,
yeah,
the-
yeah.
John
the
Mulaney kind of
glasses?
put her on,
Yeah,
right?
she fucks
Yes.
the girl who won The Bachelor or whatever. He
That's
fucks
badass.
her wife is like this girl named Gabby, who's like a famous like socialite, hottest chick ever.
She brought me up on stage one time to make fun of me.
Robbie?
Robbie Hoffman did it before I even knew who she was, and I was supporting my buddy at his show. And Danny T had a show at the Improv.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like front row, and I was wearing a really horrible Predators jersey, Nashville Predators jersey, and it had a big stain on top of it. She's like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing my fucking show? And she pulled me up.
That's
Holy
awesome.
shit. And she was like, you'll have to see this fucking guy, and pulled me on stage just to show like how gross I was.
Damn. Yeah, she's cool.
So you like her, you like Santino, you like the weirdos.
I like her. Who else? Marin, like that.
What was it like interviewing him? He was on your fucking podcast.
Bro, that was so funny. So we get Marin, and I'm like, all right, Marin just wants to go on this pod because he's friends with fucking Cat. He doesn't give a fuck with me. Like, I'm all in my head about it.
Yeah.
He comes down the stairs to the podcast, hugs Cat, ignores me, sits down. I was like, I was dead on right. Dead on right. This guy doesn't want to fucking talk to me at all. We start the pod. All he's talking about is Sam Kinison. He's like this weird infatuation with Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
And he thought this was like a door guy pod. Like, we pitched it like it's like a door guy thing. Like, talk to us about like Comedy Store shit. We don't give a fuck about that. We just knew that's like a way we get him on the pod. So he's taking it very literal, and he's talking about Sam Kinison. And I'm trying to like veer him away.
Bro, I feel bad for you. Monologued. I'll be honest. Like I can talk shit on him because I'm not being in, not doing stand up anymore.
Yeah.
But y'all did like he just like monologued about himself. Like it was inside the actor studio with whatever with him.
Yes, and we were
I
interviewing.
was like, be on the podcast. I dare you. It'd be so much better if y'all just like riffed.
I know. And then about halfway through, I was like, okay. Kat is like starstruck by him.
Completely, dude. She
just
didn't
looking at him like
she didn't speak the whole time. She
Didn't
just
speak the whole
looked
time.
at him.
So then I'm like, okay, this is fucked. Oh, by the way, the whole time I'm like, we're not going to talk about Joe Rogan because we don't want to just clickbait him. But he hates Joe Rogan, and there are all these channels that are dedicated to talking about this comedy drama between Mark Maron and Joe Rogan. So I was like, we're not going to do that. We're going to be cool. We're just going to like ask. I've seen this guy on a million podcasts. I want to learn stuff I don't already know about him. We had all these questions lined up. He was kind of dodging them, and he'd always veer into like Sam Kinison or Tweety Dick McFuck from Boston in the 70s. And it was like the craziest thing. And then eventually I'm like, and then he keeps going like that. And then I start steering the wheel. I'm like, I fucking start asking questions. I start running that shit.
Alpha big dog.
I start alphaing
I
him.
am bigger than you.
I start kind of alphaing him a little, and then he starts listening to me and respecting me a little bit. And then he keeps talking about fucking Dick Fuck McFart Fuck of fucking the 80s. And then eventually I'm like, fuck it. What's up with Joe Rogan? What was it like hanging out here with Joe Rogan? And then he goes, Joe Rogan? I never liked that guy. And then we're like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
We got a fucking thing on our hands.
Yeah.
And then we got him to talk about Louis, too. And him and Louis had
Yeah,
like,
they have a
thing.
contentious relationship.
So we clipped the Louis thing up. That did well.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
What did he say about? I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. What did he say about Louis?
So basically, I was like, you and Louis had these 2 great episodes on your pod that I loved, and you guys have a crazy friendship. I was wondering where you guys are at now. And he's like, we're not friends, but we saw each other at the cellar recently, and we had a civil conversation. And I brought him up at the store, blah, blah, blah. And it was cool. It was cool. So we got some good
He seems like a guy
there.
who has problems with lots of guys, and there's a common denominator there.
Oh, yeah, it's Mark. It's Mark.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mark gets like upset.
And I'd love to have him on the pod.
Totally.
Probably the worst
come on
episode
the
ever,
pod. And I'm speaking this really about Mark because he speaks this fucking recklessly about these people in his life.
Yeah, my God.
Why the fuck would I do it about him?
He throws shit.
Yeah. So, but I'm very grateful that he went on the pod. It was so cool that he did that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
like an honor.
For sure.
He could feel
Very
free
cool.
to talk about whatever he wants
Yeah,
on our
absolutely.
shitty podcast. That's cool.
Just as a listener, I was just like, man, if he would just riff back and forth, it would be so much. You know what I mean? It was
Totally.
killing.
Like I've been podding for a little bit. We could have some fun.
Totally. Let's just have a little fun.
Is there? Maybe you can't say. Is there someone that you fucking hate? Maybe you can't say.
Let me think. Dude, honestly, bro.
What about that fuck Matt Lockwood?
Matt Lockwood is a fucking shithead.
He's a shithead. That guy fucking he's my roommate. He's downstairs. I want him to hear that.
I seriously, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but one time I saw this comic roll up to the store with a girl that was like clearly 14 years old.
No way.
And I was like kind of far away, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I get closer. It's fucking Matt Lockwood. He's a pedophile.
I can play you, dick.
I was fully into it.
So excited. Honestly, it's probably the biggest. Like that's kind of a good out for us. Right
Yeah,
there,
wait.
if I'm being brutally honest.
Totally,
That was pretty-
totally.
Do you want to throw up any ats or anything? Like where can the people
I
get you?
have literally nothing going on in my life. I'm trying to think of a new podcast. If you guys have ideas, let me know. But I need to start another podcast. I'm going to try to post this reel about my buddy. I'm going to ruin my buddy's life tomorrow. I'm going to ruin his marriage. And if you guys could like and share that reel, that would make it worth it for me.
Mikey McDonald 55, right?
Mikey McDonald 55 on Instagram, at Mikey McDonald 55. Please give me a follow. I'm almost at 10K, and I just want to be cool.
yeah.
That was his number when he played football at Virginia.
55.
Wait,
yes, and in high school and in Betty Weaver.
We can cut this, but who's the craziest person to go see a show at Comedy Store that you've like taken their ticket or whatever?
Oh, that's a good one.
Thanks.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
Wow.
Joe Burrow. Yeah,
That's the coolest person. You know, I'm a big LSU fan.
he's the man. And you know what's crazy?
Was he dressed cool?
He was dressed cool and his hat was low, and I didn't know it was him. But it was like these group of people that walked in that are truly of a higher class than I am.
Yes.
They're all rich. They all have money, and they're not even like stunning out, but you could just tell by their teeth and
Yes.
like what they're
Yeah,
wearing.
right,
Just their T-shirts, like a thicker material than
Yeah,
yours.
it's
You know what
just
I'm
a
talking
little
about?
thicker. It's
Yes.
just like a little thing where they're just cooler.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they walked by me, and I was just kind of busy looking at these chicks to like even notice the tall guy. And then I hear Joe Burrow's here, and I'm like, oh, I just checked that guy in. And yeah, he thought the show sucked, and he thought it was gay, and he kept walking in and out. And he was
Really?
miserable. Yeah, everybody was bombing for Joe Burrow. It was fucking
Joey Badass, dude. That's
awesome.
amazing.
That's
but
awesome.
Joe Burrow, that was sick.
That's sick.
That
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
coolest one.
Yeah, that's the coolest one.
Dude, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll
I'm
have you
opening for
back.
Pauly Shore in Denver in the last weekend of May. If you're in Denver and you want to see me do stand-up, you could check me out
We're
there.
in Denver.
The Comedy Works, I believe.
Yep. 16th Street.
Yeah,
I'm from Denver.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you.
So that should be cool.
All right, well done, dude.
Dude.
All right, cool.
You made me feel so official when you said that. Like,
Thank you.
I don't know. Like we have
Yeah.
plugging his actual dates.
We got a plug. I got a
And
date.
we'll be doing some stuff as well at
Yeah.
some point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Me and Max, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what yet, but
Max has a callback for a play that happens in theater
Yeah.
in Chicago. In 2
Timeline
years.
Theater Company, I might be in their seasons next year, $600 a week.
Let's go.
I'd be taking 3 months off. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get it. So that's coming up.
He's going to get it, dude.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
We'll
thank you, brother.
have you
No
back whenever
problem.
you want.
Thank
Hold
you,
on.
dude. This was so fun.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.